Welcome to the Fancy Boys Podcast with your underdressed hosts.
All right, I'll go put a suit on.
Oh, no.
Welcome to Romanticizing Homelessness Podcast. Oh, fucking.
Oh, God damn it, Carl.
Welcome to the Metal Gamers
There
Podcast, episode 198.
Still doesn't feel right.
We're doing it.
Go to the next podcast. Still doesn't feel right.
Yeah, you're right. I only have so many more notebooks.
Yeah, I was about to say, what else is he going to
So, yeah, welcome. If this is your first time listening, welcome. If you're listening to this on the audio feed, then hey, go check out youtube.com/the Metal Gamers Podcast because we're
Holy
putting up
shit.
a piece of audio.
They
Or, I
can
mean,
see
a
me
video. I already messed up. Yeah, we can all see you now. We can see your massive fucking drum kit back there, which is actually pretty fucking sick. We can see Mike's massive fucking keyboard back there. There's a Kotsky shirt. We can see Micah's massive fucking bookshelf, even though he's never read a book in his life.
Yeah, that's why there's nerd shit up there, though.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah.
Hey, coming up, you're gonna see my massive fucking cock.
No, Joe.
This is gonna be our. It's gonna be our first and last.
No, that's X videos / the Metal Gamers Podcast. That's.
I mean, I guess since we're on YouTube,
OnlyFans.com/the
since we're on YouTube now, I mean, thanks for joining the Metal Gamers Podcast YouTube channel. Today on the channel, we're gonna find out if I can fuck this hot pocket.
Hold on.
Not again.
Whoa.
I need that for the thumbnail while I'm in front of it, fucking soy jacking and pointing back. Just,
Heated or raw? Is it ice cold or flaming lava hot?
all right, guys.
Simultaneously, both.
Well,
It depends on how deep I go, I guess.
How do these two
deep can you
molecules
go?
exist at the same time?
all right. So since we're doing video for the first time, I figured now is a great time to crack open a nice, tasty, cold Fidel Castro Havana banana soda.
Jesus.
Fuck. You bought one?
Yeah,
Of course he bought one. Are you surprised?
He bought
I'm
the
not.
whole pack. He bought a 12-pack, I'm sure. You did, didn't you? You did.
If this is actually your first time listening, go check out patreon.com/the Metal Gamers Podcast, where Micah is specifically going to be doing some crazy ass shit over there. He loosely committed to it, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw him under the bus. So
Can't do that,
good
dude.
luck with that. I'm just kidding. I am gonna be doing some stuff on there. I wanted to do some original Xbox game, not spoiler cast, not super deep dives, but we'll see. I don't know. We're gonna do some different stuff over there. It's gonna get wacky. We're gonna see. More importantly, go check out the Infinity Cinema because we're putting out some new music soon, and the old
Holy
music
shit,
is
is that
still
what we
pretty
do?
cool. I don't know.
the royal we.
Yeah. We
got
do
it.
that sometimes.
All right, cool. Got it.
It's been a week. If you're at work right now, stop that shit. I'm sure you are because most people listen to podcasts at work. Give up.
Kill your boss.
Yeah, kill your boss and just go on out into the wilderness and enjoy some shit, and then go back inside your house and play some video games because fuck that shit too. Scary
Go back into work, find the most flammable room, flick a match in that shit. I know exactly where my work's most flammable room is. I've thought about this.
Oh my! Is it my room?
No, not even close.
It could be.
It's the dock where we keep all the totes of flammable liquids.
I don't know. I got some oxygen tanks.
Company secrets.
True.
Right
Company
here
secrets
from the
are
Metal
here.
Gamers Podcast. Yeah. It's been a week, man. It's been kicking everybody's ass. For some reason, every corporation in the world is deciding to crack down on their workers harder and harder. Maybe it's just America. I don't know. Scotland just moved to a 4-day work week permanently, so good job,
good for
Scotland.
Hell yeah.
I'm feeling a bit Scottish myself lately. So
Yeah.
who knows?
Been really feeling the urge, huh?
The biggest problem is that so many fucking great games are out right now, and I want to play them, and I don't have the time to do so, and it's a bit of a problem. So I've been just allocating whatever little bit of time I have to try my best to juggle whichever games I'm playing at the moment, which of course, Baldur's Gate 3, Armored Core 6, for the most part. Keep going back to Baldur's Gate 3. I'm in Act 2 right now and doing all the shit that I can in that game. I'm actually like asking Mike a little bit, like, should I? Because I found a thing, I'm not going to spoil it, but I was like, this seems important. when should I do this? And he's like, oh, you should do that. That should be like the last thing you do before you finish Act 2. I'm like,
I did go in there for a little bit and did a couple things until I basically found a waypoint in there. But honestly, you should just wait.
Yeah.
Because you'll end up going back anyway.
We'll say for fans of the Guild of Inspiration, Steiger the Sorcerer is still setting his fucking friends on fire.
Classic.
So that's fun. Wild magic is true to form in Baldur's Gate 3. Trust me. I was doing this very big mission where I was like fighting a shit ton of enemies, and it was very fun. I will say that. Like a bunch of like one shot, one kill enemies, and I was like, oh, this is so fun. I love like horde modes in anything, and having it in like a turn-based D&D experience is actually very fun. And then like I'm like, oh man, I'm doing good. Everyone's surviving, everything's going good. And then cool, wild magic surge, everyone within 20 feet is on fire. I was like, no! Stop, Steiger, please.
Stop, they're already dead.
When will Steiger win?
Everything was going so smooth. And like potions, usually you can drink a potion and it'll stop the burning. Nope, not with wild magic fire. Fuck you. You're burning for 4 turns.
Oh, wow. Just straight up, no matter what.
Yep, no matter what. You have to deal with this now. It's like, fuck. So I just had to drink potions to make sure everyone could survive it for the most part.
We played Baldur's Gate 3 co-op last night. Me, Kyle, my sister, and Daniel. That was a true embodiment of chaos for 3 hours. We had a blast. We were laughing like so hard. We were crying sometimes. Like we murdered Priestess Gut, and Kyle says, and I stuffed her. Like we were like, oh, we gotta hide the body because like nobody can find her. So and they were like, what are we gonna do with it? And I was like, oh, here. I grabbed the body, walked over to a vase, and just put her in the vase. And I was like, there we go. And then Kyle says, we just murdered an old woman and stuffed her body in the vase. And that broke my sister. Like just how blunt Kyle was about what we just did.
It's a gross imagery, you know, like you should be able to like, you don't just put someone in a vase. Like you have to try.
That opening was
vase
not,
to get them in there. So like a whole goblin corpse in a vase is pretty entertaining.
Sounds
then,
like
of course,
the next Necrogoblicon album.
Yeah, goblin in a vase.
Yeah, goblin in a vase. But I'm running a bard, and like my charisma's through the roof, and I have like the friends perk, and I have like all this shit where I can talk to people, and I can like pretty much win any persuasion, any deception.
Yo,
but
he's
I
got
cannot
that riz.
control. But I cannot control the 3 party members with minds of their fucking own. And oh man, I got obliterated. I was talking to a character. I was like, I'm going to see what I can do with this. I didn't even know where I was going with it. I was just like, I want to see where it can go because I don't really know. And then some fuck shit went down because of, I don't know, party member stuff.
That was me. I
ended up getting like,
he's so proud of
my character got held for like 2 turns and then obliterated with 4 critical hits in a row. I was like,
he got
fuck are you talking about?
The combat started. Minthara used hold person on Kyle's character, so he got held immediately. She evaded a bunch of attacks because there were people around her, and then she turned around and critted 4 times. Like it was incredible. Killed him immediately.
I'm about to pull up the math to see like what the chances of that are.
It was dumb. Granted, it was like
she was rolling 1 in 160,000 chance.
Well, she was rolling, I think, with advantage because he was held, and she was using melee attacks.
Advantage. She was also dual wielding, so I don't know if it was like,
it was rough.
I don't know, but fuck me, man.
You had like 40 something health. She did like 60.
Granted, I can only die so much, so I was like, well, I'm dead. That's fine. Just went and got some chips while they figured out the rest of whatever. I'm like, they'll pick me up eventually.
So Kyle was being held, and we were trying to attack Minthara to break her concentration, and we all kept commenting on how crazy it was that every attack that landed, she kept saving on the concentrations. And then eventually my sister goes, wait, when did Kyle get held? And we were like, what the fuck are you talking about, Mariah?
Doing this fight for like 10 minutes.
We are like, this is like round 3 or 4. What are you talking about? We're trying to get him out of being held. And she goes, I didn't see that. Like cameras in a weird way. And Kyle goes, it's top down. Like, just being
he's
like, there's
like,
no way
I
you
couldn't
can
see him. I
miss
wasn't
it.
facing the right way. I'm like, it's top down. You see the room. It's everything's there for
She's
you.
facing the
Like,
wall,
I
though.
understand that we all like to partake a little bit in the grass of God, but come on.
We're all standing in
Get
front
it
of this
together.
door. We're all standing in front of this door. All four of us. We just got out of combat, and we go, "Hey, we're going to go through this door and see what's up with Housen, because we don't know how he's going to react to certain amounts of news." And all three of us go through the door, and we're kind of standing there waiting for Mariah's character Shin to come through the door, and she doesn't. And then she goes, "Where are you guys?" And we went, "What are you talking about?"
walked
We're in
through the
we
door.
went through the door, and she goes, "What door?" And we were like, "The door we were standing in front of." Mariah, she goes, "I'm in this other room. Oh, I'm in combat."
Yeah, we all had to go back and just fight a whole other thing.
It was
Oh, boy.
ridiculous. It was.
I'm excited to
good
get
time.
into this bullshit.
It's kind of hard to say too because she is a barbarian. I'm like, she's role playing really well. I can't fucking tell because we are kind of all role
Damn,
playing
she's
a little
good.
bit.
Yeah.
She's
on another level.
God damn, I'll never be this good at
Now
Baldur's Gate.
that's metagaming.
It was, dude. It was so funny.
It's
Like,
fun.
I got down
fun
and I was
time.
like, Mariah was getting fucked up real bad, and Felfiz, Daniel's character, the rogue, was like off somewhere. We had no idea where, and I was like, man,
I
this
love
is starting to
that
look
so
really
much.
bad.
We
And then
never
all of a
know
sudden-
where he is, but
Yeah.
it's like playing with Joe all over again. I swear.
So
Like, you
that's
just
the way,
literally
man.
see up in the top corner just like successful stealth checks, successful sleight of hands, and I'm just like, what's happening? I'm glad you're succeeding, but what are you doing?
While Kyle was talking to her.
Does Baldur's Gate 3 do the same thing with Divinity where you'll rob somebody and the NPC will be like, hey, I've been robbed,
Yes.
and we'll go
Yes.
immediately
Sort of.
to
Yes.
somebody?
Yes,
It happened to
That
me.
was that whole fucking conversation with that NPC. I was in the middle of the conversation, and she just dropped everything and went, "Who the fuck stole from me?" I'm like, "God damn it, it's Joe all over again."
That's the way to play, man.
Oh, it's amazing, dude. It's so
It's
chaotic.
fun.
Like, I don't know how you'd have to go in with such a vision of how you want your co-op playthrough to go and like talk it through with everybody,
Yeah.
because this has been pure chaos.
We're kind of rethinking
Everything's
how we
going
want to.
wrong.
We're kind of rethinking how we want to do our streams in the future. I'm mostly like leaning towards us doing like maybe a stream a week or a couple a month of just Steam shovelware, but because I just want to do dumb shit where we just laugh at each other and just like have fun. It's not, and we don't have to like invest. But if we can do like a Baldur's Gate campaign on stream, I wouldn't be against it because it's just so much fun, and I'm down to do it as many times as possible. Honestly,
I'm
Yeah.
100% down for shovelware streams.
yeah, absolutely.
Fucking love that bullshit. We need to, Micah, you and I need to resurrect Who's Your Daddy and get more people in on it.
Yeah, I'm down. Down to get on that. You gotta play that pool. Play some pool in that basement.
Yeah. What a fucking wild game that was. Like, I was thinking about it the other day, and like the game mode that's a horror setting.
That was wild.
Yeah.
That was nightmare fuel shit right there.
Absolutely. Outside of Baldur's Gate, I've been playing more Armored Core 6. I've been like just slowly moving forward in that game because the missions are just so in depth, and I'm just having fun, and I always just end up like changing my loadout. Like right now, I have a loadout that just feels so fucking broken, which is just 2 chain guns, 2 Zimmermans. And it's just like,
Oh, the
these are
weapon bay.
overheating. Up, swap, swap, and it's so fun to swap. Just shoop, 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 like over and over again. Like, check me out, check me out. It's
Yeah,
so much fun.
I finally hit a boss in that game where I was like, there it goes. There's the difficulty spike. Like I was like, I've been
Finally
enjoying it.
hit
The
a
builds.
boss?
Well, the boss that's made me like
How
have
long
to
you been
stop
playing?
playing,
You just
walk
haven't even
away.
hit a boss?
Shut
Jesus,
up, Joe.
dude.
But I don't know if it's the end or not, but like it feels like it should be, but I don't know, man. Like I've seen people post in the subreddit of other bosses that I haven't seen yet, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, how long is this game?
Well,
Well,
consider
I mean,
there's
there's-
3 playthroughs that have additional missions and bosses. So
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, New
Okay.
Game Plus and New Game Plus Plus has additional story, additional parts, and additional bosses and missions. Just everything that works. It's a Nier Automata, like, if you will.
fucking.
You say more parts?
love-
Yeah.
Yeah, more parts.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay.
I
Dude, he fucking lit
love
up
Armored
when he
Core
heard
Like, you know that
so
when you,
much.
when you fight the Juggernaut and you're there with your buddy Rusty, I believe,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
and like he's using that like super quick like melee thing. I don't know if you've seen him use that, but like you can't get that in one playthrough.
Oh, actually, I didn't do that boss fight. I just found out about that boss fight. I did a different mission that splits there. So I never got.
yeah.
Oh wait, never mind. That's the
No, I'm
wall
talking
mission,
about
right?
early
Okay, never mind.
thing.
I'm thinking of something
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
No, you definitely did that.
I definitely. Yeah, that for sure did that. Never mind.
Yeah,
There is a
there's-
boss that I missed because I chose a different mission and somebody was trying to explain to me a boss and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, you
That's
chose
cool.
the other mission."
Yeah,
I was
there's
like,
decision
"Oh."
missions, which are cool.
Yeah,
Dope. Had no
yeah, it's
idea.
complete, and they're completely different. So I started explaining to him what the mission I did, and he's like, "That sounds worse."
Yeah,
Dude,
that's pretty cool.
I people who are saying there isn't a story to follow in that game are out of their fucking minds. The story is so wildly interesting and is actually told very well, and it's pretty out in the open. Like it drip feeds you at first, but then you start getting lore dumps like hardcore in between missions, and it's just like
Yeah.
just pay attention. They're telling you so much during this.
Yeah, and it's very fucking cool. Like I love the story, and I really love the community. Like the fan art of all the characters and the memes that are coming along with it are so fucking great.
The fucking
I can't get enough of them.
bullshit anime drawings they're making of some of these
Yeah.
characters like is really giving me
Exactly.
a different type of headcanon for some characters, which I
Yeah.
think is just so funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Make an armored
Hey,
core
gun
anime.
13, on you fucking get on down there. It looks like a fucking construction worker.
If that guy
they
isn't
look
damn
how they
Gribble-
sound. It's crazy.
Gun
If
One
that guy
William is
isn't-
just like America the man.
Exactly.
I fucking
Y'all should
love
start
him,
a book club together.
and I loved him until the very end. I love him so much.
Yeah.
Have you guys finished the arena yet?
Play more.
Oh yeah,
I haven't
Yeah.
finished it, but I've definitely been blazing through it. Like that build I was just telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone in, like, I think I'm on C now, like C class or what the fuck ever, and every one of those dudes I knocked out within 40 seconds or less. I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I genuinely with my build had some of those arena fights last 15 seconds or less. Like,
It's nuts.
but I also had a few that I had to like take a few tries to do it. You know, it's like
Still,
I'm not
yeah.
breezing through every single one, but every once in a while I just get one that's just like, oh, nothing personnel, kid. Pile driver. Like fucking.
Is that a bunker you got there? It'd be a damn
Yeah.
shame if it got piled.
Yeah, the pile bunker is like my favorite thing in the world. Like, I think it will remain on my armored core no matter what. That's not true. I had to build like what I called the paladin build, which was just like I have to put the heaviest things on
Cool.
this so I can survive this onslaught of a mission. It was fucking ridiculous how many tries it took me to do it, and just
Nice.
what they ask of you for that mission is ridiculous. But I had a fucking blast trying to figure it out, like buying a bunch of parts I hadn't used yet, had never used the chain guns, had never used like shoulder mounted, like the giant grenade launchers and rocket launchers and shit. And so I was like, heaviest treads, heaviest parts, all that, and like just
Tanking
huffed
it.
my way through this ridiculous mission. And by the end of it, I was like, I'm a fucking badass.
Was that towards the end of chapter 4, perhaps?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the mission I'm stuck on. Yeah,
I
It's
unlocked
that
the
boss.
wheelchair.
yeah. Oh, the wheelchair, the light treads,
The wheelchair. the tiny treads.
Yeah.
I love
apparently
that
are
one.
like
It's so funny.
apparently they're really, really good. And
They
everyone's
are,
like,
no.
they need to nerf the wheelchair.
I
It's
bought
already
them.
nerfed. He's in a wheelchair.
I bought them and tried them out for a mission just because I was like, what's the hype?
donkey video,
and I was
yeah.
zooming around on these fast ass fucking treads, and I was like, oh, I see. This is a fucking blast. I'm Sonic right now. This is ridiculous.
Put on some Goldfinger.
Said I'm a Superman.
This guy gets it. Oh man. Aside from that, I did download Starfield off of Game Pass out of curiosity.
How's
I was
that
mostly
faring for
really
you?
hoping that it would work, so I could be like, "Ha, it worked for me, Micah. Fuck you." But
I do take
I
absolute
understand.
pleasure
I
in
understand.
that feeling. So
but no, it that beginning tutorial area, like, ironically hitched in like some of the exact same places, which is very interesting. When which is very funny because there's one part where like it freezes and the audio cuts out, and there's only one piece of dialogue, and it's one of the characters going, "Is there something wrong?"
Yes.
Yeah, the game's broken.
Thank you for
Shit I
asking.
just bought was
Oh
laced.
my god! So Kyle he sent me a message yesterday saying that his he said it was running a little bit better at like a couple spots. So I was like, let me see if maybe I can get mine to do something. And I log in and I go to talk to a character, and they just spoke for 15 seconds, and there was just no audio. And then it just her dialogue tree and stuff came up, and I was like, well, wait, what? Like, I don't know I don't know anything she just said. And I was like, yeah, fuck it. Like, just
Surprised you're role playing
like-
a deaf character.
yeah, right.
Conversion breaking instantaneously. It sucks. Like, I
Thankfully,
want to give it a shot, and I'm honestly just playing it for the conversation, so I can be like, what is it like? Is it gonna hook me at any point? Like, because it's beautiful. I will say the graphics are really good, and when it does run smooth, it's like, boy, I do want to like kind of walk around in this world and explore it a little bit. I don't like how like menu based it is, like where I still feel like Skyrim and Fallout were very much like, here's a big open world, go wherever the fuck you want. And this is like, oh, you can go into space, but somehow it feels significantly smaller to me, where it's like, oh, you're flying off into space in your spaceship, but you're also in this box. Like, you're in space, you're looking at this planet, and sure, you can like move your spaceship around and you can shoot people with it, but you're just in that area, and that's it. Like, you can't fly to another planet unless you open up a menu and be like, I would like to fast travel here in my ship, please.
It's kind of a false perception of travel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, but it's very, very evident. Like, it's not
even
like
cleverly
it doesn't. No, not at all. Like, they don't even hide elevators and shit. Like, you know how like video games like have gotten very good at hiding loading screens. Like God of War is like, oh, you're having a whole conversation and climbing this wall while it's loading the next fucking thing. And in this game, it's just like, no, fade to black. Here's a tooltip. Like, as much as possible. Like, get in an elevator. You can't even like fucking let me get in an elevator and it'll move and then like load the next area. Like,
which is
shit,
funny.
Even Metroid Prime figured that out.
It's funny because that's how Fallout 4 handled a lot of interiors.
Yeah.
You got an elevator
Yeah.
and loaded the next area.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I said on the last episode, I just feel like Bethesda hadn't learned anything.
I wasn't there, and I don't listen to this podcast, so.
I know.
True.
I know you don't. It's fine.
apparently it's more CPU intensive than it is GPU intensive. So like, I guess a lot of people are having issues on that front, but I don't feel like my computers would fall into that boat. But I don't know. I got a
badass CPU. So
in like 2 years, this game's going to be awesome to step into. Like, so
maybe
I'll fuck around with it then maybe. But
like if it's optimized and it works, that's great. But I still just don't think that this particular game is going to draw me in regardless. Like, I just think that maybe the story and the gameplay, and maybe it's the setting. I don't know. I'm just a very big fantasy fan. So like Elder Scrolls is what I want from Bethesda. And I will say, like, if they drop
pre-development.
Yeah. Which is really cool.
Yeah, but they also showed the fucking image, 5 years ago now?
Yeah, they said they did that, which I kind of understand. It's like, yeah, we're working on it here, which I kind of get. It's like, yeah, they're working on Elder Scrolls 6. Of course they are.
To be fair, Todd did come out and say he actually regretted showing that as early as he did. So
that's true too. I will say, like, if Elder Scrolls 6 came out and it ran like this, I would be heartbroken. Don't do that.
Like, holy shit, dude.
I'd be like, oh boy, I can't play my favorite franchise because they didn't optimize it properly. Or
yeah, they did.
Fuck.
That's what they said. They literally Bethesda just came out and said, like, oh, we took optimization passes that, like, because they responded to the comments that they didn't, and they were like, it's probably just your PC.
Interviewed Todd
not a bug.
Howard, and he literally said man, it seems like you guys could have optimized this better for PC or something along those lines. And Todd Howard said, we did. It runs great on mine.
Yeah.
Thanks, Todd. Ignore fucking everyone else who's having issues and just
you
say,
might need to upgrade your PC.
Put the blinders on, bud.
Peter Molyneux was in the other room going, yes, yes.
nice.
I would agree with the it's time to upgrade the PC thing if it was like
Yeah.
absolutely fucking insane graphics, but really they're not groundbreaking.
I played Cyberpunk 2077 the day it came out, all the way through to the end.
True.
It had plenty of fucking bugs, but for the most part, it ran. For the most part, it ran. This is like taking me the fuck out so much that I can't deal with it, which sucks. I don't know. I guess it sucks because I'm having fun just hopping back into Baldur's Gate and AC6 like instantaneously. I'm like, I have so much to play that it's really not that big of a deal.
I was about to say we need to get.
It's just kind of a bummer that Bethesda can get a pass on this. It's like, oh, it's Bethesda, they can do it, and the news
The
doesn't
modders
really,
can do
like, help that either. Yeah,
The modders will fix this for us. And honestly, I do believe they'll end up going through and fixing a lot of stuff. You know, Skyrim was kind of a buggy mess when it came out. It wasn't like this, obviously. It fucking ran.
I might give it another go on like the third or fourth re-release. You know,
They
And I
Starfield,
do know people who are playing it on consoles and are having no problems. So
yeah.
I think
God,
it was,
I wish I could
think
play
was
it
the
on my
first or second
PlayStation.
day. I think it was the first or second day.
Me too.
Starfield already got a script extender. So
Yeah.
Script
taking
extender,
loss.
DLSS,
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff already. For
Well, to
mods.
be fair, their engine is like
It's built for
really
that.
made for modding.
Yeah.
So
True.
how long
Yeah,
until
if there's
they try to
anything
monetize
positive,
it again?
they probably already
Give it a-
have. I wouldn't be
give it a
surprised.
year.
I have no idea. Yeah, I do wish that I could play this on PlayStation. It is a bummer that the fact that Bethesda has had like this much time and has been given just infinite resources. Is like, here's all the money from Skyrim, all the re-releases. Here's all the money from all the Fallouts. Here's all the money
The
from
Skyrim
fucking
re-release again.
Microsoft. Like, yeah, of course. Like, and like Microsoft's like stepping in and being like, hey, we're gonna like really make sure that this is like the Xbox game.
Here's
And it's
Microsoft
like,
money.
the other
Yeah,
Skyrim
but it's like,
re-release.
it's the same shit. It's pretty much the same shit. And like seeing people just like wide eyes, like all the NPCs just wide eye stare right into your fucking soul is
Dude,
very
but
off-putting.
the memes of the videos where people are having conversations and just in the background somebody just like leans over.
Yeah.
And those have been
I wanna see it.
fucking killing me, dude.
Was that Donkey? I can't remember.
No, there've been a
It's-
few like YouTube shorts and like TikTok videos
Yeah.
of NPCs
I've seen
just
a
like
few of
leaning
them.
into frame, dude. It's incredible.
Leaning around NPCs you're trying to talk to. Like, I know
Oh
you're
my
talking to a
God.
well-modeled NPC, but what about me?
I hope they
I
make
came
that a
from
mod.
the Chernobyl planet.
Whole planet.
And all these bugs are just for the sake of them making the largest game they possibly can, instead of making, instead of like, I hate to compare to Baldur's Gate 3 like everybody else is, but Baldur's Gate 3 made what is not very large, a few maps. They're
Yeah.
large, but they're not like extraordinarily large, and just packed them so fucking tight with shit.
Yeah.
Like,
They're dense.
so fucking good. Instead, they just had to make this giant fucking deep ocean of
Yeah,
game.
it's a fucking puddle of a game.
And I don't know, man. I know
Baldur's-
people are enjoying it, and I totally understand why people are enjoying it. And I probably said in the past on air on the podcast, I probably said the words, "If it's just Skyrim in space, I'll probably be okay with it." But now that I'm looking at it, and it basically is just more of the same, but in space, I'm realizing that's not actually what I wanted. I did want something new, something different from them, and that's just
Yeah.
genuinely not what we're getting on this, and that's unfortunate. And I'm happy for the people who are happy with it, but I don't think this game's for me, unfortunately.
God,
The thing is, it does need to be Skyrim in space. I need like a straight up Spelljammer's Elder Scroll. Like, come on. I still need a sword. I still need spells. Like, come on.
Larian, please.
Let's Larian, please. I will say, like, Baldur's Gate still isn't without its fault. It still has
yeah,
a
like-
handful of bugs here and there. Like, it was so fucking funny. Like, Halson
ain't
was
perfect,
like,
not even
I have
close.
to go do this thing. And, like, he was at my camp and he just started walking away. And then he hit a point and he started walking back. I'm like, did you forget something? Like, what's up, buddy? And then one time he's like, once again, like in another location, he's like, I have to go do a thing. And like he turns, takes a torch out, but then for some reason has to climb on top of this chest and then walk down off the other side of it. And as he does this, he puts his torch in his pocket, and now he is just glowing, like on fire. Like his lit torch is now lit in his inventory somewhere, and he is just now exuding light. So I'm like, maybe that's a druid thing. I don't know.
It's funny you say that, because my worst glitches were with Halson as well. Where he was like supposed to be sitting on this bed next to this other character, and he is, but he's sitting across the room on nothing.
Yeah,
but he's talking to the character.
Yeah.
It's so fucking goofy.
Yeah. And there was one time where he like wild shaped into a bear, and I was trying to have a serious conversation with somebody, and there was just a bear between the two of us, and we were like super zoomed in on the bear, like, oh shit. And like, I guess I said something that Halson liked, and it was like, Cave Bear approves of this. I'm like, why does it say Cave Bear? Like, and I was wondering, I was like, does that mean that I only got like approval from his Cave Bear form, or does Halson like that?
When Halson came back, when he wild shaped back, he was like, hey man, by the way, I'm not cool with what you said earlier.
Don't think we're cool. Like, don't get the wrong idea.
I was
when I'm a
hoping
bear, hit me up.
I was hoping that when the character was a bear, and you were in that conversation, when the person go to talk, they'd be like, just trying to speak bear.
Yeah.
I would love that so much, and that would be like the Larian shit I would expect.
Yeah.
I do think it's funny that skill of shapeshifting into a bear is like shapeshift grizzly bear. You turn into a cave bear, but it says as a polar bear, you have these stats. So when you turn into a black bear, like it lists like 4 different bears for the same skill. So like, what the fuck am I doing?
That's some cheeky Larian
It's just
shit.
flavor.
I don't know. I can't tell if it's cheeky Larian or just like them. That's genuinely just a fuck up, and they find it funny, so they left it.
Maybe.
thing.
If someone did it as a joke, and they're like, oh yeah, that's great.
Oh man,
Hard to tell, but the game is nowhere near perfect. I do have like my own issues with it, but they're so minor comparatively to how good the goddamn game is.
Yeah.
how's your playthrough
For
been?
today's topic, if you could shapeshift into any bear, what kind of bear would you? I'd be the Coca-Cola polar bear.
I would
Charmin bear.
also be the Coca-Cola polar bear.
And I would murder for Klondike bars.
Oh Jesus.
That's right.
I'd be a panda bear, so everyone thinks you're cute and cuddly, but keep conveniently forgetting you're still a bear.
Speaking of cute and cuddly, I found out anteaters are like strong enough to kill leopards and crush concrete with their arms. And I found this out because I watched a video of a dude bullying an anteater out in the wild, and then the anteater found out finally had enough and then broke his fucking leg.
Oh Jesus.
Send
and
me
would
that
not let
video.
go.
Are
See
you
if I can find it again?
Are
It was
you brave
crazy.
enough to boop the
God.
long snoot?
That's not.
This guy
Actually,
was
I'd be a
bullying this
koala bear,
anteater,
'cause
so
I just
this
wanna be
anteater found out where he lived and met him in his driveway.
Fucked his wife.
So I fucked his wife.
Fuck my wife. Oh, I changed my answer. I want to be a koala bear because I just want to be stoned out of my mind for all my life. And then someone fucks with me, I'll rip their face off.
Yeah, if they don't feed you eucalyptus within 2 minutes
Yeah.
or something, you start getting
That
like, oh, he's
chlamydia
starting to
just
grip.
hit
He's starting to grip.
different.
Have you ever heard a koala bear? They're fucking terrifying. It's like, holy shit, dude. That
Somebody
Pokemon
record
just
this guy.
scared the fuck out of me.
Bro, hand this koala bear a mic. He's got
Yeah.
the gutturals.
Stoner metal for sure. You been playing anything, Joe?
More Tears of the Kingdom when I can. It's been a pretty crazy week, as we've all said. I still have the titular quest, defeat Ganon. Haven't done
no way.
it. Doing
Alright.
all the side content.
Oh yeah,
He'll
that's
get
the way
away.
to do it though.
He'll wait for you.
Yeah.
He will, yeah.
What's interesting about the atmosphere of this game is it doesn't feel... The threat feels big, but not as pressing as it did Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild, I feel like there was this constant drive of like, you need to get there and stop this. Tears of the Kingdom, it's like, oh, it's going on, I guess. But, I mean...
What can we do about it?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it kind of permutates throughout everything, like the whole gloom thing, and
Sure, it's there, but
I almost said the Underdark, but the depths.
the Underdark. It's
Yeah,
there,
pretty much.
and you can definitely see the changes like to the world. But there's a lot of speculation that like the upheaval, the event that they refer to a lot in the game, was not directly caused by Ganondorf.
Ooh,
He was-
interesting.
It was just kind of a byproduct of everything that happened, not his actual plan. And a lot of the evidence to support that is the upheaval caused a lot of things in Ganondorf's favor, but also caused a lot of stuff against him, like finding the floating. I can't get into all that. Kyle hasn't gotten that far.
No one has. Ever. You're the only person that's beaten the game.
I haven't even
gotten close to it.
Still a blast. Still having a great time. I will say, this past Labor Day weekend, we did get out of the house for a bit. We went to Savannah for a while. That's where all those pictures were coming from that I was sending you guys.
I didn't even realize you were leaving. You were just suddenly like, hey, I'm in a hotel. I'm like, where the fuck did he go?
Yeah. He's like, look at these weird pillows.
Dude, we got square fucking pillows at this goddamn
That's not his
quality
bed.
inn.
I know his bed.
I know his bed. It's that drum
That
set
was-
I moved
behind
it
him.
twice.
That was not a quality inn. That was a mid inn.
You got mids.
Damn.
You got mids in this inn.
But Savannah's fucking great, man. We had a great time.
Good job, Micah.
We're talking about going back around Christmas time, maybe doing a little day trip. But I'm going to keep it pretty short, but we did do a couple really cool things I want to share. One of the biggest ones, which I've spoken about a couple times now. We went to this place called the Grave Face Museum. It was $20 a person. And it was we spent about 2 hours here for $20. That's pretty good. It's a huge collection of gaffs, voodoo, occult, true crime, murder mysteries, a bunch of like actual items. They had the largest collection on Ed Gein and John Wayne Gacy, including
you were.
a bunch of John Wayne Gacy's original paintings and the
What a bunch of
actual
goofs.
case file for Ed Gein. Yeah, just a couple goofs, just a couple guys.
That's
you know?
wild.
Some goose.
And what's
Some
cool is
gaffs.
while you're waiting on a tour guide to come show you through the Ed Gein and John Wayne Gacy experience.
Oh,
have
were
a
they
bunch of,
playing that night?
Yeah. Yeah, right. It's the latest punk band. They have a bunch of like horror themed pinball set to free play. So you just go up there, play fucking Bram
Nice.
Stoker's Dracula pinball or
That's the best part of the whole place.
Elvira pinball. Yeah, it was dope. It was awesome. They this museum also had a record store by the same name a little bit further up the way, which I ended up buying a couple things, including Sunbather by Deaf Heaven, which is cool.
Yeah,
Which is
that's
so
a great album.
I got Where You Been by Dinosaur Jr. for if anyone listens to grunge.
Sick.
And
Fucking classic.
I also got one of those picture vinyls of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which was dope. In addition to all that, we ran into that nerd store I was sending you guys pictures from. One of those pictures I took was that Samus statue that was like $700. That shit was like 2.5 feet tall.
Wild.
It was
Jesus
insane.
Christ.
And-
I'm all right. I got my Samus mouse pad right here.
Nice.
Slaps cheeks.
We also ate at Paula Dean's restaurant. And
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
god.
No.
Here's your
Oh,
appetizer. It's
no.
just 2 sticks of butter.
basically,
Thanks.
it was
Cool.
everything was made with real butter. I think there's like a
Oh,
quote
good.
of hers somewhere in there that says, "I will never use margarine because it's like one molecule off from plastic." And I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. I think I gained like 8 pounds from that restaurant.
What'd you get?
Hell.
So you have to order it in family style. So it's like $25 a person, and you basically the option we
Family
chose was
course.
2 main
Damn.
entrees and 4 sides.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Oh my god!
What'd you
and
get?
it comes with dessert. We got fried chicken, chicken and dumplings, fried okra, broccoli casserole, creamy mashed potatoes.
shit.
Mac and
Look, I
cheese.
just gained a couple pounds listening to you say that.
And then for dessert, we got
fuck.
banana pudding and vanilla butter cake.
Jesus Christ.
It was a lot.
the mayo.
It was a lot.
Ugh.
Back to the hotel, pissed off the maids.
Stuff somebody. Wasn't even my
Why are
room.
these sheets so greasy?
I also bought this lovely Fidel Castro soda. I'm almost finished
Yes,
with.
you mentioned. Yes. Wow. How is it?
Tastes like a banana popsicle.
Oh,
Like that
I thought you were gonna
artificial
say something
banana.
else.
Like a runt
Okay.
banana.
Tastes like revolution.
Laugh
Oh, like a
tastic
real banana?
Ocean.
Like the old bananas before
Like the-
humanity wiped
Like
them
original flavor banana.
out. Yeah.
Like circus
Old school
peanuts.
bananas.
OG flavor.
Is that OG banana?
Yeah,
Is that what circus peanuts are?
surprise.
It's a bastardization of that flavor. That shit sucks.
I prefer modern bananas personally. I think The sweet modern bananas are the way to go.
I think all bananas give me heartburn.
Bananas are delicious.
All right, fair enough.
I was thinking we have a Cuban restaurant down the way from us, and I was thinking, you think they'd kick me out if I brought in a Fidel Castro soda?
What?
Yes.
Joe.
Maybe?
You're not supposed to bring in your own sodas. What the
Yeah,
fuck? don't
you
go to a
know they're
restaurant
gonna kick
bringing
you
in-
out.
That's why they'd pick me. Yeah,
Yeah.
yep. Makes sense. I'm the idiot. But again, to recap, Savannah's great, man. If you're ever looking for a place, a little vacation spot, a little day trip, go.
Yeah, it's a cool spot.
It's a great spot. Cool spot. Like the video game, cool spot.
Cool spot.
Cool spot.
Cool spot.
You played any video games ever, Mike?
Ever. Answer the question.
Ever?
And I want a full alphabetical list.
I've never played a video game in my life.
Whoa.
Which AC is your favorite? Animal Crossing,
Mis-
Assassin's Creed, Armored Core,
Armored Core.
Mr. Cool DIY. I mean,
I think
Astral
from
Chain. Like,
I think- because I think we recorded last Sunday. I think I've only played video games one day since then. And that was Monday, and I think I just played a fuckload of AC6,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You
which I
were-
talked about. I'm almost done. I'm actually almost done with that game. I'm on the last chapter now. And the first playthrough, I still got to do 2 more playthroughs after that. But
I'm
that
sure
game
it'll be
is
significantly easier. The
that
further
game's a
you go.
goddamn masterpiece, dude. Holy fuck!
That's so much fun.
It's actually, I thought it would be easy when I was thinking about game of the year. I was like, man, Baldur's Gate's got this in the bag. But now that I'm in this far into AC6, I'm like, I don't fucking know, man.
We still have more to go.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's hard to
probably
say.
not. Probably not for me. I don't know. I think I'm all out of video games this year.
I think the one game that has my interest more than any other, like that hasn't come out yet, is Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
As much as I feel like I truly don't have time to play another fucking video game, the first Spider-Man was so good,
So
and I was
good.
like, just having fun from beginning to end. The writing was amazing, the graphics were amazing, and just like, I don't know.
Spider-Man
I don't know if
2
I'll get
and
around
Alan
to it.
Wake
I
2.
will say that fucking goddamn Mortal Kombat's coming out in a week, and I'm like, oh shit,
fuck.
forgot
Yeah.
about that.
I won't be
I'm
buying that
strictly-
right away or anything.
I'm strictly picking that up for the house, so when we get over here, we can beat the shit out of each other and have fun.
Fuck
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not practiced in Mortal Kombat or anything.
I
Yeah.
don't mind. Whatever.
Yeah. Besides Spider-Man 2, Alan
Fighting
Wake-
against Joe is like how I temper myself in fire in order to get better at any kind of video game.
So he got the new Street Fighter, and I Street Fighter is my weakest fighting game of all time. I haven't played a lot of it, and he's like, "Hey Joe, you want to play?" Trying to goad me into playing something he knows I'm not good at. So I go, "Yeah." Sit down. I choose what's his name, Blanca, immediately and confidently, and Kyle like immediately starts sweating because there was
Yeah, I
no
was like, why'd you pick him so fast?
There
What
was
the
no-
fuck? He just waited. Brrr, Blanca. I was like, why did you pick him?
Bunny
mind
Monkey
game.
Man.
come to Brazil.
Joe immediately with the mental warfare.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, why'd he pick him so fast?
He's like, what does he know?
Does he have a main in Street Fighter?
course
Which
he
I don't know
does.
about. Yeah. Thankfully, he plays very differently in 6. So, God, I do want to get back to Street Fighter as well. I'm excited for the era of fighting games. Once I get past all of these narrative-driven games, and then I'm just going to be like, fight game! Beat people up.
Do it good.
But, speaking of Armored Core 6, now it's time for the news. Mostly because, in the first piece of news, Bandai Namco came out saying that they are very happy with the state of Armored Core 6. They like it, that everybody likes it. They like that everyone gave them money for it. So, it looks like we might be seeing some more Armored Core 6 or Armored Core stuff in the future.
Can we talk about Bandai Namco and how they need to fucking turn on dark mode on their logo splash screen on any game ever?
Please.
True.
Playing in a dark room, all of a sudden you get fucking flashbanged, and then it goes back.
What are we
to whatever
loading
dark-
maps in Remnant
Yeah.
2?
Yeah, Remnant 2. Remnant 2 is the
That's
worst
my-
flashbang of all time.
That is like my
yeah, check out the
least
flashbang.
favorite thing of that game is like just getting flashbanged every time you just want to rest at a goddamn waypoint.
Yeah.
Why? Who thought this was a good idea? I hope they
Dark
fixed that by now.
fantasy game, all dark settings, bright white loading
Yeah,
screen.
Yeah.
it's so dark. Flashbang. Why? I feel like every time I'm that goddamn meme of the Russian dude getting woken up by the flashlight. Like, fuck, what?
Oh man, I saw a meme of that. It was like the first time Astarion wakes you up to like try to drink your blood, and you're like, it comes across visually. If you're listening to an audio podcast, go to YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Audio listeners love you to death. We can finally say it.
Yay!
Yay!
It's happening!
Hooray!
Only took us 198 episodes.
We
Don't worry
had a
about it.
couple of video episodes.
Maybe, I don't know. The live ones, I guess. Those sucked. Anyways, for the next piece of news, Starfield unfortunately has sold a shit ton. Is
6 million.
Bethesda's like highest selling game of all time, I believe.
Well, probably fastest selling out of like the first weeks, yeah.
I'm also curious if that's like a Game Pass thing too, because that always makes me curious. Like, is somebody downloading Starfield off the Game Pass considered a sale? You know, I have no fucking idea. Either way, I'm just kind of bummed out that they're being rewarded for their bad behavior, as far as I'm concerned. Like it's
Again.
not optimized for everybody. Granted, people love it, and the people that love it a lot. So it's fucking hard to say. I know it's so weird to me that here on the Metal Gamers podcast, there's a fucking sea of people out in the world that are experiencing this game flawlessly. I hear so many people like, oh, it runs great, runs like a dream. But we got 2 people on this fucking podcast downloaded the game on different fucking servers and everything, and they're like, nah, it runs like shit. It runs like garbage.
Skill issue.
So as far as a case study goes, I guess 2 people isn't enough, but it's a bummer. I don't know. And here's hoping that the Elder Scrolls is going to be better, or I don't know. Hopefully, I fire up that game when it comes out and I'll be able to play it. Like Joe had mentioned before, the Elder Scrolls 6 is now out of pre-production and into the full production. So that's nice.
They
Did
say
they?
pre-production
glad to
can
hear
get
it.
you pregnant too.
Did we? With that old video they showed so long ago, were we able to tell where they were putting in this one? Or
No.
did they announce
Yes.
that? No.
I can.
I'm about to
Was
say,
this
yeah.
Somerset
just-
Isles?
That's totally in the fucking Iliac Bay, and I'm telling you, they had the mountain ranges and everything. It all lines up.
I
What
can't
would be
tell
in
if you're
Iliac
serious
Bay?
or not.
What kind of
that
stuff would be there?
That's
Iliac, obviously.
yeah. Come on, man.
Fair enough.
It's the High Rock area.
Okay.
Oh, is that the cool? I actually wanted to do High Rock stuff because I like Bretons. I think they're cool.
Because I like getting high. Rock.
Correct.
On rock.
Meth.
Holy shit. Oh, God.
Oh my god.
No more skooma. It's just crack cocaine.
Skooma, you got that weak shit? Nah, we on crack. Roll them up.
Hopefully that'll be a fun game. But
We'll see.
yeah, some more news on Mortal Kombat. Apparently, shit, what's her fucking name?
Megan
the Vampire
Fox.
Lady. I actually like her a lot. Not Megan Fox. I mean, yeah, she's
She is
playing
the
her,
vampire
but-
lady.
Is it like Nakara or something like that? Natara. Yeah, Natara, the vampire lady from Mortal Kombat, which I love, who's one of like my favorite characters from Mortal Kombat, is coming back. And I love, and she's being voiced by Megan Fox, which
Whatever.
I don't really care for
Yeah.
for multiple reasons. One, because Megan Fox has gotten a little weird lately, mostly due to Machine Gun Kelly syndrome, which isn't really her fault, I guess. I don't know. I mostly don't like the fact that major celebrities are taking place of so many like just voice actors.
Yeah.
In general. Like, it's like you're already a celebrity, you're already in movies, you're already doing like all the cool shit, and then like this new Mortal Kombat is like, we got John Cena, we got JJ Simmons, we got fucking the Brussels from whatever, the muscles from Brussels, and like it's like shit.
Yeah,
Now we
well-
got Megan Fox. It's like, all right,
For
shit.
those cameos, that makes sense because they're voicing characters they already voice, which I
True.
think is awesome.
That's
like
actually really cool.
them having Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger in the last Mortal Kombat taking up their roles as Terminator and Rambo make a lot of sense, and I think
Yeah.
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But taking voice actor roles from like things that were just done by normal, not already fucking famous or rich people does kind of suck.
Yeah, especially during like this big SAG after strike and all this shit that's going on. Ironically, with big actors who should be backing that stuff. Granted, I think all this work took place prior to the actual strike.
That's probably true. Yeah.
So there was an article going around saying that beyond the first like set of DLC, they don't know when the next one will be because of the strike.
Mm-hmm.
So at least we're seeing that it will be affected eventually. We're just kind of catching the tail end of their production, I suppose. But this also kind of reminds me of like who was it that voiced Cassie Cage in like 10 or whatever? It was that MMA fighter Ronda
Rousey.
Was that her name?
Yeah,
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah. She came in and like did like a piss poor performance of a job for Cassie Cage. Just kind of like ruined that character for what it was. I was like, okay, well,
that sucks. My thing is
what it
normally
is.
like,
I guess you could always just rip her apart.
Well, because wasn't Mortal Kombat, weren't they
about
kind of going to use this as a platform with like seasons and stuff?
Yeah, they always kind of do.
Because my thing would be like, are these people going to be able to keep coming back to do story stuff?
I guess
Because that would be my
thing.
thing. Like, because the stories for the Mortal Kombat games have been pretty good. So like,
Yeah,
I'm just curious if they're like doing like a whole campaign and then like little story updates and stuff.
Character.
I don't know.
Granted, Mortal Kombat is like one of the highest selling fighting game franchises out there, and they also have WB money and all that shit. So I wouldn't be too surprised if they were able to keep up financially with that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But also with the strikes and everything, that is going to put a pretty big hamper on everything. So I don't know.
You're
I'm
going to
just kinda
start seeing that
excited to
be a problem for us soon because, or just not us, but just the
world.
the royal us.
Yeah.
I'm royal.
Because like all the things that we're seeing now have been in production forever. There's going to be a point where there's not a lot of good shit coming out anymore. It's going to happen real soon.
Yeah, that's why I'm playing Baldur's Gate so slow.
Savoring it.
Savoring.
Yeah, at least Larry apparently pays their employees pretty fucking well.
Good.
Oh yeah.
They
Good stuff.
I heard a rumor recently about Larian. There's no real strong claims to it. But
Breast milk. No.
yeah, that was it. You got it. Anyways,
Sorry.
that they're gonna venture back into their Divinity universe, of course, which they already admitted they were going to do. But
Yeah.
more specifically, this rumor was targeting another ARPG, which they haven't done since 2009, 2010.
I'd be interested. They've learned a lot over the years.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which one was that? Or are they actually like going back to Divinity?
Divinity,
Like,
Ego
not
Draconis,
Original Sin?
which was the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Those games suck.
They were cool for the time.
True, yeah, I did play them then because I was just like, I was the guy who would walk into GameStop and pick any fucking
This looks
ARPG off the
cool.
shelf that I could. Rain of Fire, if you remember that fucking game, like
Yeah.
a
that the,
weird
like-
fucking game.
The Dragon game? Oh no,
No,
I'm thinking
The
of
movie
something else.
tie-in.
No, not the movie tie-in game, a
Which
totally
I had.
different game.
I had, yeah.
Yeah.
I played that.
Yeah, me too.
It was so,
so bad.
Dragon's Dog. Me picking up Dragon's Dogma. That's why I picked it up. It was like ARPG. It came out
Check it
during
out.
that time.
Oh, okay.
And it was one of the best games I've ever fucking played.
yeah.
It's pretty good.
I guess I always looked at ARPGs as something else. I didn't even really consider Dragon's Dogma. It's more action adventure in my mind. I think of like a Diablo, like top down, like mash buttons, like Gauntlet and shit like that, which I think I'm just honestly not into. After Diablo 4, I'm just like, maybe I just don't like these kinds of games anymore.
Isometric.
Like I remember like Champions of Norwrath and like ironically Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance and stuff like that. Like
I used to love those games.
love those games. Like those are really, really fun.
Well, now those games are just about number go up, and
Yeah.
I'm just not interested in that anymore. That's kind of why I fell off Borderlands 3 as well.
But big
Not
number
only
give
that,
me
it's
the
very
brain
much
drain.
like it's also very much like, oh, how do we get you to pay for the next thing? You know?
for the same
And
formula.
and then simultaneously ruin the previous thing that you already bought that will no longer be any good because you didn't buy the new thing, which I always hated. Apparently, Diablo 4, I guess this is a piece of news, but Diablo 4 is following the Destiny 2 model as having
Seasons,
like yearly expansions and shit like that. Which after their first one that came out like 2 weeks after launch, I don't think it's going to be very good.
Yeah,
I
Season
fell
of
off
the
that shit
Malignant.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fell off that shit so fucking fast. And shame. I thought it was gonna be like one of my new favorite games. And the story, I'll get credit where credit's due. Fucking
The
Diablo 4 story was sick.
Yeah, it was so good.
I still have to finish
Loved
it. Like
it.
I am intrigued by it, and I still want to finish the main story. Like, so I guess whenever I do, if you guys want to hop back in and help me, like,
Yeah.
do the last dungeon or whatever, we can do that.
And honestly, I can't even say that I won't pick it up again to play whatever story expansion they bring out to the game,
Yeah.
depending on how much it costs to play it.
Right.
So I want to know what happens next. It was good,
I suppose.
but
The next piece of news.
yeah, whatever.
Do you have something else to say?
No,
Okay. Fair enough.
nothing.
Remember Stray?
Yeah,
Yes.
I heard about this.
Apparently, they're turning Stray into a movie, which I think is brilliant.
That
Yeah,
I
I
could
feel
totally
like
see that
that-
happening.
Yeah, I'd watch that movie. I wouldn't
Dude,
play the
that's-
game. I didn't have time for it, but a movie.
If
I
they
feel
are,
like it would actually function better as a movie
I
than
agree.
than it did a video game.
Man.
because it very much kind of is a movie.
you could do real life cat where like you just run it on a green screen over things and then you just animate everything around it so you get like a really cool vibe to it, like a chat, like the guy who does Chappie in District 9 and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. It could be cool. Like, I think it's a good idea for a movie. Like, the plot is I could see like a Pixar or DreamWorks kind of thing, like working very well with
For
this.
sure.
Cat protagonist, I'm all aboard. Like, playing the game, honestly, I had a blast playing it. I'm glad I bought it. I'm glad I played through it. Literally, like, chilling here with my cat and having a meow button was the best shit ever. Accidentally having my cat avatar get brutally murdered wasn't very fun. So
That's
hopefully
like-
that's not in the movie.
Yeah, it's kind of brutal. Like,
Yeah, there's like a
Getting
weird
killed.
stealth mission or whatever, and I was literally like just leaving my character idle or whatever. Literally had my cat in my arms or whatever, like petting him, like chilling out, and I hit the meow button because he likes it, and I hit meow, and I forgot I was in like a stealth area, and they're like, "Cat, bah!" And fucking murdered. I was like, "Oh god, no!"
it's depressing.
I didn't know you could die in that game because I was doing pretty good at it. I was like, "Oh man, I fucked up." Yeah, it's upsetting. So hopefully that's not in the movie. Maybe in a blooper. I don't know.
Yeah.
Funny gags and blooper reel. Cat gets fucking offed.
Oh my god. No.
Yeah, you know, that's how it goes sometimes.
It's just that's what it do, Yugi.
Dude, speaking of Yugi,
What?
I'm just kidding. I don't have anything on that.
Joe sending us a photo of his
obviously.
cat in that chase lounge was so funny.
That was very funny.
That was great,
Like-
dude.
Thinks he's the fucking king here, man.
Let's see. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem game coming next year. That sucks because it's coming from a developer that's made all the worst games that ever came out ever. So
Let's go.
enjoy that.
Is it the
Yay.
Gollum developer?
Huh?
Is it the Gollum developer?
No, it's just like a developer that makes like
Fucking B-list bullshit.
B-list games, like How to Train Your Dragon, Paw Patrol, Peppa Pig. Like,
whoa,
all
whoa,
that
whoa,
shit.
whoa!
So I'm
You
like,
are you
alright.
dissing the developers of Peppa Pig?
You know we
A little
are.
bit.
Oh, yo,
I think it's a little weird that game had like an in memoriam thing for the Queen, so that's a little odd.
cult classic.
What? Cult
Sure.
classic, he says.
Cult, if you will. Let's see. This is actually kind of neat. Rugrats Adventure in Gameland. A brand new game for the NES.
I'm sorry.
So check that out.
Huh?
They're actually making a new Rugrats game developed for the Nintendo Entertainment System on an actual working cartridge.
What year is it?
So it's really fucking neat. 1991 apparently. So yeah, you can play the 8-bit fucking Rugrats game. It actually looks kind of neat. It's very well designed, but you can also play it on modern consoles if you want to. They have like the 8-bit version, but if you bought it like on like Steam or like play it on modern consoles, you could play like HD like graphics and all that shit, which is really cool. I really think it's neat when developers come out and it's like, hey, we made an old cartridge like for the SNES. It's like,
That's
that's
so
cool.
cool.
It's just a neat thing.
Guys, I need y'all to shut the fuck up for a second.
Okay.
Kung Pao Enter the Fist is free on YouTube right now.
Oh my
Holy
god.
shit.
fuck. Well,
All right, podcast over.
yeah. There
And
goes our
apparently,
night.
so is Joe Dirt, which is less hype but still cool, I guess.
I still haven't seen.
Man,
Joker
I'm
2.
watching
How
Kung
will I know
Pao
what
into
happened
the
in
Fist
first
tomorrow.
one?
It's gonna be a
I
great
get
day.
2 pounds
So-
of nuts.
Let's see. Okay,
My
last piece of news.
ass.
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom will not be getting any DLC,
Allegedly.
which honestly kind of makes sense because
It's a full game.
Everything's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Story done.
there's so much shit in it, and you can make your own fun if you run out of things to do. So enjoy. Build your armored core in Tears of the Kingdom. Enjoy.
build your Starfield ship in Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, so there's
Runs
a
better.
there's a YouTuber called Zuli the Witch, who's like a well-known like From Software game modder, and she like deep dives into games and like pulls assets and like cut content and shit. She's great.
Mhm.
She did something recently where she like backloaded armored core into Elden Ring to see if it works, and it
No.
does.
Oh
It doesn't
my
function yet, but it is. And apparently, the armor cores are built into the games at real scale because without modifying it, just porting an armored core into Elden Ring, it is like 16 feet tall, which is fucking crazy. It's actually taller than that because it's like 6 people tall, so it's like 30 feet tall or something like that.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
That sounds
And
about
she,
right.
Awesome.
so right now she's trying to get it to where she can import the motion and stuff and like
Yeah.
and animations and stuff for the armored cores and get it
Holy
functioning
shit.
in Elden Ring.
If I
Now-
could fire up Elden Ring and get an armor core in there, I will play that entire fucking
That's
game.
what I'm fucking saying, man. Imagine how the game's gonna be fucking easy, man. Millennia, fucking who's that? That's a stain on the wall.
Unfortunately, you can't get in there, so
Oh yeah,
get to her.
fuck
So,
me.
Any boss outside in the open world is good to go, I guess.
Those are
Nah, get in the wheelchair.
Wheelchair. Oh my god, that's so
Yeah,
funny.
I thought that was crazy. It just made me think of that because she said Armored Core in Tears of the Kingdom.
What was the name of the that Red Sky area? Kaled. Just rolling up to
Kaled,
Kaled in
yeah.
fucking heavy treads, like, what up now, Kaled? Get
There's so much
fucked.
coral here. Holy
Bro.
shit.
Fucking, what is it? Radigan is like almost as tall as a goddamn Armored Core. It's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
makes sense.
Yeah, that's good scale.
You mean Radon?
Radon.
Yeah. Radigan's whatever.
He's a small boy.
Spoilers.
He's also in a wheelchair. It's known
After
as
I'm through with him.
Leonard. I don't remember the horse name.
Leonard.
Is it Leonard?
Yeah, it's
Think
Leonard.
so.
Leonard's the
Something
horse.
like that. Okay. And on top of that, let's see. Final Fantasy 16 is getting 2 pieces of DLC. So
Ooh. Wow.
enjoy that, I guess.
That's cool. At least it's getting.
I will.
I don't think I'll play either one of them. One of them is definitely going to have to do with Leviathan because like there's so much stuff that's just like, ooh, Leviathan, but they don't do anything with it.
Leviathan the Lost. I thought that was
So-
cool shit.
It's a very cool story tidbit, but absolutely going to be like one of those DLCs. And they could definitely do some cool stuff with the DLCs. One thing, this is, I guess, a mild spoiler, but it's like right near the beginning of the game. I found this very fucking odd. But like you play the entire fucking game as Clive with his moveset and all that shit, right?
Mhm.
But for one level near the beginning of it, you play as Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
And like you get his spells and it feels good to play. I'm like, oh, this works. And you never do it again, ever. You never play as anyone else ever again. Like, what the fuck? You build an entire system for me to play as that kid for like 10 minutes.
They could pull
What's
it
up with that?
Final Fantasy 15 and like the DLCs are playing as other characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do like a multiplayer thing or something. Just think it's odd that they developed it that way. But I'm like, okay, I guess your choice.
I'll get it. I'd like any excuse to jump back into 16 and I'll support it because I genuinely enjoyed that game. It's not game of the year by any means, but I liked it.
Very curious where the DLC is going to take place. Is it like after the story, somewhere in the middle? It's odd. There's so many different things that they could do with it.
I got to the part where you reunite with one of his family members, like his uncle or
Is
something.
it the
His uncle?
Yeah.
Whoa,
He's awesome.
whoa,
He's probably
whoa.
the best
Fucking
character
love
in
the
game.
uncle.
There's an uncle.
awesome.
Spoilers. Jesus.
Oh, shut up.
Byron. I think it's Byron.
Uncle Byron.
Yeah.
Fucking love him. He's great.
Good stuff. So yeah, if you're into Final Fantasy 16 still, there's more coming. I don't know.
Lucky
if I'll play it.
you.
Yeah, we'll see. But now it's time for topics. For today's topic,
That's quick.
which gaming developer? Okay, the gaming developing wars have gone crazy, and now every gaming developer is building their own fucking mechs. Which gaming developer are you going to pilot for?
Kyle, you can't just skip over the war. The console wars escalated to the game company
war,
wars. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I threw this into the Discord, and I also wanted to hear, just outside of game developers, if you had. I just opened up the Discord. These are great answers. Okay. Yeah,
I haven't seen him yet.
It's like, give me a game developer, but also like if you want to just give me any random company, because I love the idea of companies. Like I've made a few decals. It's just like the McDonald's armored car. Like, this is my best one. Like,
Red cord,
I like the
yellow
idea
arms
of
for the
companies.
arches.
Yeah. Heracon writes in with Capcom, which I'm like, absolutely, that's a really fucking good idea. Have like the Monster Hunter core.
This is just going to be
Fucking
the
come
season
on.
of X Gundam, where all the nations had Gundams.
Yeah, the Mexican Gundam.
Yeah.
Oh boy, why
The
is it mariachis?
That Germany mech was just a fucking windmill.
Yeah. Let's see. Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, writes in with Ishuli. Usually, I don't know what that gaming developer is. I had to do a risky Google because every time he
Always a
types some
risky
shit, I'm
Google.
like, all right, got to do a risky Google. And that is some weeb ass visual novel shit. I don't know what any of those games are. I literally looked it up on Wikipedia, and all of the games that they developed are in red, which means that they do not have links to what those games are. And I don't know what the fuck they are. Well, sure, I'm sure they'd make some fun mechs out there. President Ketchup writes in with Santa Monica is going to be fucking dope, pretty much outside of gaming companies. Get me that Kirkland brand, or it's Arizona iced tea.
Fucking Kirkland mech.
That'd be pretty sick. Kirkland, just made of like pricey mom furniture. Scented candle attack.
Pricey
Go.
mom furniture. That is the best way to describe that
Kirkland.
store.
That's what Kirkland is. Arizona iced tea is going to give you like the sickest decals, though. That's for fucking sure. You're going to have that drip.
Fucking big old picture
got
of
that
Arnold
tea.
Palmer right there. The mech is just Arnold Palmer.
It's piloted by Arnold Paul.
No, it
I would
is
love-
Arnold Palmer.
Holy shit.
He's
Does
got the
anyone
golf
have
club.
a-
He's got the melee weapon, man. He's ready.
The
Does
golf
anyone-
club. What?
Does anyone have a KFC on there?
I don't think so.
Just make a heavy frame breaded mech.
The fucking KF mech. Let's go.
Yeah, KF.
It's just an actual mech, but it just cooks chicken in like the cockpit, you know?
I throw
it does.
burning oil on people.
It's just piloted by like 12 chickens. It's just the sequel to Chicken Run.
It's just the
By
11
the way,
of
they're
spices.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about
Yeah.
that in the news. That's important news. We're getting
What's going
20
on?
years later a sequel to Chicken Run.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus,
great.
that's right.
I don't like that.
I do.
Just let franchises die, please. Let's see. Jake Murphy writes in with From Software, give me my AC, bitch.
It's just
What a
cheating.
cop-out
Come on,
answer.
man.
Come
yeah.
on.
What a
Get outta
bullshit
here.
answer.
Get out of here.
Boo!
Getting kicked.
Boo!
And
Damn.
you're out of here. Oh, God. Beer Killer 75 writes in with Larian all day. They have given me the absolute gem that is Baldur's Gate 3, and I will commit war crimes to defend their ability to continue making amazing games. That's a good answer.
Imagine reading that in the arena's description of the guy you're about to fight.
Yeah. He fights for the love of video games. Gets his paid exclusively. Doug Dimmadome over the Dimmadome. Doug Dimmadome writes in with, now it's in your Google search history, and it is. So thanks for that one.
Way to go.
Jet
did it.
Puffed? What is that?
Jet puff
Jet
marshmallow?
How's jet puffed? I ain't Googling that one.
I'll Google it.
Uh-oh.
Dr. Throat Punch writes in with, real answer, Sacco Defense Industries, and I'd support the hell out of their grenade ordinance.
Yeah, Jet Puffed is
Not
just
sure
the
what that
marshmallows.
Oh, all right, sure. And for his joke answer, where that Pornhub AC at?
God.
Dude,
Pretty good.
so Rose was on the phone with one of her cousins the other day, and I sit behind the drums and I do that beat, and I hear it because she's on speaker, and I hear her cousin go, "Is that the Pornhub beat?" And I go, "Way to tell on yourself, bro."
Everybody knows the beat.
The beat.
The beat so you can beat your meat.
Get ready.
Wolf Dad writes in with, EA, no matter how many times they rebuild, nothing major will change, and I can still pilot perfectly. Sure. Non-game company would be Timex.
Huh.
Takes a licking and keeps on ticking. That's pretty good. I like
Not
that.
bad. That's not
Thanks,
bad.
everybody.
Is it funny that
fucking
one of
good.
the only cosmetic things I wish I could get in an Armored Core is just a big fucking cloak to have over my mech, so when he pulls his guns out, he just looks dope as fuck.
Dude, putting cloaks on robots is the coolest shit ever. Like, I don't care. It's so stupid.
But it's just so
sense.
it's an aesthetic thing. It just
like-
looks cool.
The trailer of Master Chief walking through the desert with the
True.
fucking
Yeah.
cloak on him,
Yeah.
like, he doesn't need that.
But I'll
He's
pay
fine.
$5 for that skin in multiplayer.
Keeps the
Yeah,
sun away.
absolutely.
I've
All
got
the Destiny robots with cloaks. Come on.
yeah. I've got 3 answers. I got a video game company answer, a serious answer, and a joke answer. And you guys can consider which one's which yourself. The Insomniac mech, because I know those weapons are going to be fucking goofy as shit.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Ratchet and
Nice.
Clank
Yeah,
weapons.
Ratchet and Clank
Sick.
Resistance. Yeah, like
Yeah.
they made some fucking awesome weapons. in
Why
their
is my
day.
AC a sheep? This is bullshit.
Yeah,
I
give me
hate
the
this.
Spyro mech. Fuck. Anywho,
Sure.
Nuclear Blast Records mech. Because
Nice.
that's just gonna
Okay.
because it could be anything and it'll
Yeah.
be great no matter what. If anybody doesn't know, Nuclear Blast Records just signs like so many amazing bands and gives them like really good fucking deals. They're the shit.
Nice.
And then the Dingwall mech.
The Dingwall mech.
Give me the I'll pilot a mech for
That
Dingwall.
thing would look sick.
It just rattles
it's
other
gonna
mechs
sound
apart
so
with its
good.
sound frequencies.
Comes with a bass.
A sound mech
Hell
does sound
yeah.
cool.
I want the Home Depot mech.
Hell yeah.
Just constructed of Home Depot supplies. It's just like plywood.
You'd be so
Fucking
easy to
nails
find,
and
all
shit.
orange.
It's so slow. Has no boosters at all. It's all manual shit. You gotta fucking work it yourself.
It's all powered by one
make
Ryobi
this.
battery.
But hey, it's got a fucking toilet in here. I'm good to go.
Ryobi battery is the generator.
I got too bad I
you
got
go.
the Lowe's mech. It's the same shitty mech, but it's
Destiny.
blue. Destiny battle.
I got mine at Harbor Freights. It was way cheaper.
Oh my god.
Falls apart immediately.
Do it yourself.
You can't move it. It's just a model.
It got me through a few fights, okay?
I needed
Got
it
me
in a
my
pinch.
call sign.
With birds. It's a pretty good scarecrow, I guess.
I think my answer, I'd have to go with Platinum.
Ooh, that's a good one, yeah.
I feel like it would
Oh,
control
Platinum
buttery
games, yeah.
smooth.
True.
Looks like a sexy anime waifu. Hell yeah. That's what we need. We need more waifu mechs. Not enough of those.
I need some
Get
mechs
on
with
it.
some thick thighs.
Yeah. I'm gonna crush enemy mechs between my thighs.
Ooh, speaking of Nuclear Blast, Silos has just dropped new music. Let's go.
Oh,
That's a band I haven't listened to in a while.
That's why they dropped new
Napalm
music.
Records would be good as well.
So you would.
Yeah. Get the Bethesda mech. It'll like sink into the ground 2 feet and then rocket into space, but then you can't really go anywhere once you're there.
Or if you get stuck on some geometry, you'll just start to rattle at the fucking speed of sound.
Yeah. Yeah. Still happens. Fucking Christ. It's a good topic. I'm glad we came up with it last week. Yeah, I know we discussed doing our video game playlist and stuff, and we also talked about changing up our podcast a little bit, which we may still do. Thinking once a month we're going to do a podcast somewhat structured like this, and then other podcasts throughout the month we're going to do some just big topic stuff. So we just have different kinds of discussions, different kinds of conversations. So when we do our video game playlist, being that we weren't able to do it subsequently like we wanted to, leading up to Ragnarok, we're just going to have one big episode. So everyone's going to post their playlist. We're going to listen to all of them. And then once everyone's done that and we've all listened to them, we're just going to have one big podcast that's just about that. So a big video game music podcast, which I actually think will be kind of fun. Yeah. And I'm going to look into the legalities of seeing if we can play like clips from those songs or something like that. Like
Rebel FM does it every year.
Top something clips. I know there's a lot of podcasts that do it. There was like some Game of the Year podcast that would play like video game music for their like sound sections and stuff.
Or we start.
So I'm curious about it. I'm going to look into it a little bit more. Yeah, we can do that too.
Yeah.
Just off the coast, we can find an island, something like that. If there's an island in the middle of a retention pond, can you like claim that?
You could try.
Is that yours? Can you like?
Well, it depends. Do you have a flag?
Yeah.
Then yeah.
All right. In the name of Coheed and Cambria, this is mine.
No, that one doesn't work.
Oh shit! Fuck, it's the only flag I have. Well, I do have a pirate flag. It's a little fucked up now.
Yeah,
It's got a lot of ants in it.
You can take that pirate flag. Just go over to your neighbor's house, right in the lawn. It's yours now.
I can imagine them getting so
They
pissed.
They don't like
What
it.
the fuck are you doing?
They don't like it. Just give them some blankets.
I'll film it. I'll put it on public freakouts on Reddit. Don't worry about it.
Check out this
I'm sure
Karen.
it's gonna laugh.
All I wanted to do was annex her property, and she's freaking out.
Get pranked, bro.
Just a prank.
Anyways, thanks for listening to the Metal Gamers Podcast.
You're welcome.
Or watching it. If you're checking this out on YouTube, go check it out on the podcast, and then go check it out on Patreon. That's where you really want to see the shit.
We know you want to.
So yeah,
do it.
Rumnarok's coming. We got 2 more episodes until we get drunk as fuck and try to do this. Will Josh show up?
No. I don't know. Is he
Well,
live?
actually, I'm going to be in Vegas in 2 weeks, so it's going to be a little longer than that. But whatever.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a little longer than that. Yeah, we're not all going to be able to get together on that date, so we're actually going to have like an episode 199.5.
Oh, and
maybe more. Who knows?
and
We'll just keep increasing
the Joe parties
somehow.
after that. So
Yeah, the Joe party.
We're just going to do it at the Joe party.
fuck it, man. Let's do it.
Dump truck ass drum.
When you nut, but she keeps giving you that.
That's a thing. Do Dexter's Ball. Lizzie Gobbler. Son of a bitch. I don't do Dexter's Ball truck ass. You can jump in Dexter's Ball truck ass. Sick so spit cycle. Sick so spit cycle. Absolute dumb truck bitch. Drum. That's a Dexter's Ball. Absolute dumb truck ass. Dexter's absolute dumb drum bitch. Dumb truck ass ass. Dumb truck ass ass. Grind him up, dumb truck ass ass. Grind him up and start him up and start him. Dumb truck ass ass. Dumb truck Great, because I'm bad at swimming. You can jump in that bitch.